flashing arcade lights. Pac-Man, Frogger, we're playing all night. Simpsons in the background, neon in the air. 80s vibes, man, we didn't care. VHS tapes staying up too late. Saturday cartoons, can't wait to escape. Dial-ups humming, we're hacking the code. Back when everything was in upload mode. Atari, Commodore, pixels on screen. Living in the future was more than a dream. It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back, that's how we roll and roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades, TV shows that ruled. You know we're kicking it old school. MTV playing our favorite jams. Moonwalking with MJ, Neon Slam. Ghostbusters, here we're ready to go. Chasing slasher scenes, fears in tow. Back to the future, hop in the DeLorean. Knight Rider cruising, man, there's no ignoring them. Battlestar Galactica, what a ride. Looney Tunes, antics, pure joy inside. Blockbusters ruled, we lined up for days. Video games booted up in the pixelated maze. Movie marathons and popcorn nights, we ruled the screen, living in the lights. It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled, you know we're kicking it old school. Grab your joystick, the game's about to start. A high-score world, now that's an art. We're cruising on hoverboards, living our dream. Old school forever, we're igniting the scene. It's time to kick it old school, turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool, we're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled, you know we're kicking it old school.
Today's episode is brought to you by PTZ Optics. Disability upgrade. New Wave Toys and their Replicate Amusements products. GG Retrobox. Get 3 to 5 games from your favorite series, consoles, and game genres delivered to your doorstep every month with GG Retrobox, the ultimate retro gaming subscription box for video game enthusiasts. Use code GRS15 at checkout to get 15% off your first box. And
Boom shakalaka! Hey everybody, it's Tim Kitzer here, the voice of some of your favorite video games like NBA Jam and NFL Blitz. And I'm here to talk to you about Old School Gamer Magazine. It's the magazine for retro gaming, and it's exploding. Kaboom! Print issues come out every other month, and if you want to go green, digital options are available. Visit oldschoolgamer.com and subscribe now. That's oldschoolgamer.com. Boom shakalaka! Kaboom!
Well, it's Friday, and it's episode 1, 2, 3. That's right. It is episode 123 of Kicking It Old School. And, well, we're doing a new thing here. Steven is on retirement, I guess. And so I'm going solo for now. I'm not always going to be solo. But I did do an episode here. Maybe I can fix something. I think orders working for you guys. But I think I'm getting some feedback from me. So let me see what's going on here. Let's go here. Let's go here. I am getting feedback. Are you guys hearing an echo? Because I am. But if you guys are not, I'll deal with it. There is an echo. So I'm trying to figure out where this echo is coming from. Of course. Always audio problems on Kicking Old School. So it wasn't Steven, it's me. But I'm trying to see where the echo is coming from. I think that fixed it, maybe? You guys let me know if that fixed it. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it did. All right. So when I start playing the game, I'll have to make sure I'm using the mic from over here because I think that's where it's coming from is, well, we're going to talk about today, which is Battlezone. But before we get started, again, thank God it's Friday, and I welcome all of you to the inaugural, just me, version of Kicking Old School. I wish Steven a happy retirement, and I hope he had a good week and a good day. And it looks like we already got a super chat. Look at this. Kevin Clausen. Some rap music would go nice with this game. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But it's an old game from the 80s. We'll get into that in a little bit. But first, I have to pick up my phone here so I could see people are in the chat. So let me start going through the people in the chat, of course. I want to welcome all you guys here that I can. We have Jason, of course, is also our resident moderator here in the chat. Jason, thank you so much. We have Stock Jock here. We have Ron W, Dan Z, Video Game Vegas. And Video Game Vegas, I know you sent me an email. I will answer it. I'm sorry. It's just been a very busy week, which we'll get into that again as well. But I did get your email, and I appreciate it. Pliskin's Run, Andy's Game Room, Hobby Hands, of course. The R-Cade is here. Galaga Guy 88, of course. Pliskin's Run, always good to see Snake here. JLS Gaming, and he's in Florida. And I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who went through or still going through problems down in Florida. A lot of people are out of power. I know some people got injured and some people actually lost their lives. So just a moment of silence for, down there and things that went on. But a lot of people are okay. And big thanks to my friends who are all down there and okay. Just a moment of silence. Okay. So hopefully your family and your friends were safe, and just give positive thoughts to people who may have been injured or lost someone. We have Ted Adams Green. Paul Berries is here. TM Carney's here. If I pronounced that right, sorry. I'm not wearing glasses, of course. Bill's Retro Gaming Show is here tonight. Bill, welcome to the show. Who else we got? Ron. I got Ron. Eric Joseph is here. Jeff D is here. Stephen M. Green Sammy 87 is here. RM McCoy 114. God, I'm blind. Michael B. Not Michael B. the Game Genie, the other Michael B. who we like very much. We'll get it right once in a while. Slither Ninjas here. Electric Adventures here from Down Under. Hope everything's good down under. And we always appreciate you joining us on your Saturday morning during breakfast time. Who else we got? Mobile Mutants here. Vet 1981. Slither Ninja is here. I think we got all caught up on the people that are currently in the chat. So I hope you guys had a good week. Of course, always wish that. But we made another Friday, and thank God it's Friday. So one of the things there's a lot of things I want to talk about today. One of them is obviously going to be Battlezone. And my friend who was on the show recently, Peter Hirschberg, if I pronounced that right, I'm terrible at that, but he made a sequel, a scratch-built sequel called Battlezone 2, which I want you guys to see because I've been playing it. And I am in love. It's like going from Tempest in the arcade to Tempest 2000 on the Jaguar. It just added so many new features. I wanted to showcase it, and I'll make sure I'll put a link in below later where you guys can get your own copy of the new. Well, it's not even new. He made it years ago, but new to us. Battlezone 2. Trying to think what else here. So you guys know I'm working on a full-size Build-A-Cade. Still trying to come on a name. I haven't really finalized on a name for it yet, but I will say that my team and I have pretty much finalized the design, and it's awesome. There will be nothing else in the market like it, nothing else in the market with the features that it has. Yes, it will be full size. Yes, the control panels will be easily swappable. We learned a lot from the 1/6 scale Build-A-Cade and made some adjustments so the control panel will be very easy to do, swapping out. We have a lot of business partners involved with the Build-A-Cade full size. We have Al Link, who does the Pixelcade type of displays. Hmm, hair, not good. Uh, we have, of course, Joe Sabos and Escape Pod and other people making, graphic kits if you want to do that, as well as new control panels. We have a lot of partners involved in this. So, of course, we have R-Cade, but this will be the R-Cade Viper Venom, which is the newest. So we have the regular Viper, which will stay with the Build-A-Cade and other projects, but the Viper Venom will be uh, available for the full size, which is an RK3588. It's a beast. I also want to thank Polycade and Tyler Bushnell, newest partner with GRS and T-Sticks products. Made that announcement earlier this week. Of course, X-Arcade is also a business partner of GRS and T-Sticks, and they just came out with their new Arcade 2 TV XR unit. I have a couple of videos on that. My next video will be using a virtual reality headset. And people are like, why would you want to do that? Well, we'll look at the video and see. I do think if you have the Meta Quest 3, which has the augmented reality features, might enhance it more, but I only have the 2. So we'll do some gameplay with that. I'm going to take a quick look on the chat here and see if we have any questions or anyone coming in here. We have a lot of welcome and happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. Video Game Vegas, you drunk? What are you talking about? It ain't no Monday. Don't rush the weekend away. Please don't do that. Uh, Paul saying the GRS Build a podcast. Well, we're kicking old school. I'm going to try and switch up a little bit. I am going to be trying to do, since I'll have some of my personal time in here, doing some gameplay, some older games, which I'm going to do here today, and introduce you to maybe newer versions of those games. But I still have plans to have people on. I'm hoping, well, I don't want to say who I'm going to try and get on next, but if I get him on, I will be one happy camper if he does come on. But of course, I'll have other people on as well, and I may have some guest hosts. I'm not sure if we're going to have a permanent guest host. Maybe I will. I don't know. But we'll have to learn and see how things kind of pan out. Let's see here. Is that a question here? And we do. Jason, will a full-size Build-A-Cade RK3588 chipset have 8 gigabyte or 16 gigabyte? I believe we're going to go with 16 gigabyte, but things may change. It's always, with me, comes down to performance, quality, but cost as well. So the full-size Build-A-Cade, I'm going to have so many different features built in, but of course you can still add more features to it. But we're going to offer it at a price that's unbelievable. No one offers even half of what I'm going to offer, even a quarter of what I'm going to offer in my machine, and we're going to offer it at a lower cost. So we're just trying to keep the cost reasonable. I want to set expectations. It's not going to be as inexpensive as my other things, but this is a full size arcade, a 26-inch 4x3 screen. It's going to have pretty much the iiRcade control deck, but bigger because obviously we have more space to put in the spinners and a 3-inch trackball and the gate restrictors and the joysticks. Be able to pop that out and put in other things. I'm trying to work with some third parties for potentially licensing artwork and games for the machine. So we'll see how that goes. But if not, it'll be the standard Build-A-Cade, and obviously you can skin it and do what you want to do with your machine. But there honestly will be nothing with even the wood. I would say the closest coming to what I'm going to be doing is going to be the iiRcade somewhere in the hat, but we may even do better than their cabinet as far as construction and reliability, and that's big for us. The only concern I have, which I think is a concern for a lot of people selling anything, obviously is shipping. So we're trying to figure that out as well, because this could be worldwide, Canada, Europe, the US, and shipping is out of control. Ever since COVID, shipping is like out of control, and we have no control over it. But we're trying to find out different ways, because this obviously is going to be a large, multiple pack shipment. When I got my X-Arcade 2 TV XR, that came in 2 boxes. You had the controller in 1 box, and then you had the stand, and it's 2 packages. but shipping is what it is. I haven't started a GRS shipping company yet. Maybe maybe I could start one of those and that would alleviate the problem. But honestly, that's my only real concern. My concern is not the quality of what I'm going to have. The concern is not the items we're going to have or the features I'm going to have or the size. Ultimately, it's going to come down to shipping. So no matter what price point I hit, which I think is going to be phenomenal, and no one's going to believe the price point is going to come out on. I feel like Donald Trump. No one's going to believe it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best thing ever. But the one thing I cannot control is the cost of shipping. So that's just a concern. But I think we're leading still towards going through Kickstarter. We'll have a prototype unit. I wasn't going to go Indiegogo because we weren't sure if we'll have a prototype, but I think we will build a prototype unit so you guys can actually see what we have in store for you guys and do it at that point. And at that point, when the Kickstarter launches, I'll kind of give the different tiers, what things you can maybe get us up to with different things you can get on it already. But that'll be coming in the coming weeks, I hope. Kevin Claus got another super chat. You also can't control super chats. I can't, Kevin Clausen, and I appreciate the $2 super chat, man. That's very kind. Again, here on my channel, you guys, I try and read questions anyway. Super chats are always welcome. I never ask for them or require them, but they are definitely appreciated. Green 787. It's the best machine at the best price by your favorite person. That's the big thing here is, again, I'm building everything I've ever done is I want to build something that I want for me. And I know when I want it to be solid, play great, work great, have every bells and whistle, but at an inexpensive price. And this is out of all the projects we've done, this thing is like going from our solar system to the greater part of the Milky Way or maybe to Andromeda. It's a huge undertaking for the team. Now we have a great engineering team. We have a great manufacturing team. We have electronics teams. We have third-party support. But it's still a big project for a guy like me. I mean, I'm not a businessman. I'm one of you guys. I'm just a gamer with a dream. And fortunately, I have the ear of some people that want to continue what I want to do, which is not sell you junk, not sell you stuff that's not going to work when you get it, not give you good support even after you buy it. No one's perfect, but for the small team that we are, I think that we do a really good job. And it's also you guys. You guys spread the word. You guys help. And if you see something wrong, you guys let me know, and I do try and fix it. I think we've generally always come around and made sure any issues that come around, fix it as quick as we can. We don't want things to be left. But I want to give a huge shout out again to R-Cade. They've been a phenomenal partner to work with. It's got another question here, I think, from Stephen M. Let's see if I can bring this up here on the screen. Glenn's Red Show. Just curious, do you have any top contenders for the name? I have a lot of people submitting names. I came up with one name, and when consoles come out, they have like a production name, like the 2600 VCS was called Stella, right? So the behind the scenes was called Stella. Right now, the behind the scenes name, prototype name, is the GRS Build-A-Case FU edition. Now, I know some people are going, what? The FU edition? But FU stands for full size unit. So Build-A-Case FU, full size unit. But I know it can be taken as another kind of, FU. So that's obviously not going to be the final name. But I want this name to really reflect basically 6 years of starting with a spinner, and this has now come up to what I wanted at the beginning. I know a lot of companies that come out with here's a product, but they didn't build all the parts for the product. They kind of just throw it together and they settle out there, and it could be good. It also could not be good. I mean, there's some stuff that is good out there when they do it that way. But here we started with a spinner, and we made the best one, and then the trackball, and then the Star Wars flight yoke, and the Tron stick, and then branched out buttons, encoders, our own SBC, Viper, the Build-A-Case, a 1/6 scale version of it. So all these little steps, we learned a lot, and we figured out all things that work and things that don't. Fortunately, for our standpoint, most of the stuff did work, but there were some things that could have been done better, and those are things we've learned, and we're now going to apply that to not a 1/6 scale, not a 1/4 scale, a 1-to-1 full scale arcade machine for your home. that, and I've listened to a lot of people out there in the community, seeing what people want. Now, I know people really want licensed, and I want that, but I want it licensed. We're trying that too. I'm communicating with partners that I do have to see if I can get licensed for certain things. And you guys obviously know what license, products I do have. So I am trying to do that. It could happen. It may require a tier, maybe. But if I can do that, great. But if not, if I can hit 99% of everything else, I don't think anyone else out there's even gotten that close. But it's always going to be up to you guys because this is like the Star Wars flight yoke. This is one that's a task that's big where we need to have a Kickstarter funded to get all the product we need to build it. And for anyone that did support the flight yoke, I appreciate it. Excuse me, I appreciate it. And we were asking for 30,000 on that one, and we hit over 55,000, I think, 52, 55,000 with the flight yoke. So we blew past our expectations. Everyone has been extremely happy with it, including Polycade, which is a Bushnell, which is Tyler, which is the son of Nolan Bushnell, who his company Atari made the original arcade unit. So for someone of that caliber to look at my flight yoke and go, damn, this thing is pretty amazing, or a company like SNK to go, holy crap, Glenn, this Ikari stick is phenomenal. Or if Sinden comes and says, Glenn, we want to work with you as well. So these companies are coming to us, which just shows you that GRS T-Sticks is about quality and make sure you get the best value for your money, but stuff that's really, really good. When companies come to you, that says something. I know a lot of people come into me also lately saying, when people say GRS, they're thinking game room solutions. Now, I don't really know game room solutions. I don't have any of their products, so I can't say good or bad. I know some people say you've had issues, other people say it's fine. So I'm trying to figure out a way where I can differentiate GRS from GRS because I get a lot of people saying, Glenn, why do you support them? That's garbage. Well, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about my stuff. So maybe if you guys come up with some ideas and how I can really differentiate the two, I'm thinking of doing, Glenn's Retro Show, GRS, but also so GRS Glenn's Retro Show and then GRS Great Game System. So we can maybe do it both ways, something like that. Just things I'm trying to figure out. Uh, Video Game Vegas, Game Room Solutions, aka R-Cade, mod up isn't very good quality. Again, I don't have one myself. I can't say for sure, but you're not the first person to say that, and that's why people come at me. And actually, people review my stuff like Mad Little Pixel or Wagner's Tech Talk. People start going off saying that's garbage because I think Game Room Solutions. Well, it's not. It's Glenn's Retro Show stuff. And that's why my face is on there. I got my face literally on there, and people still don't know the difference. So I got to find out some way to do that. Thundercades on the loose. Thundercades on the loose. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Planacade. That could work too. There's another good one. Video Game Vegas. I saw that one. So yeah, if you people want to go over to Video Game Vegas's channel, he did do a review of the arcade mod up Donkey Kong machine, and he's got a good channel there too. He's actually very thorough, speaks very clearly, all things I don't do, but that's why Video Game Vegas is out there. We got the Rexer Show. Change it to GPS. I could do that, I suppose. And definitely watch the Rexer Show. He does some really good content. I consider the Rexer Show. Some people go, he's like, he's too intense, but passion is not a bad thing, especially if you believe that you're in the right. That's the Rexer Show. Go take a look at his channel. Absolutely. Yep, Detroit Love's here, man. How you doing, Detroit Love? So yes, we're going to be talking. We're going to get into it in a little bit. We're going to talk about the original Battlezone, but the game that's literally had me playing it almost every night for like 2 weeks, Battlezone 2 by Peter Hirschberg, who is a friend of mine who was on the channel recently, and he's got another game I'm going to show on another episode. But when you guys see Battlezone 2, I'm telling you, you guys are going to want to play it. You're not going to put it down. I tell you right now. Rexer rules, says Glenn Baisley. What's a Rexer? I don't know. All right. So let me see what time I'm talking. So it's almost all right. Half the show is through. So let me start now. So let's start now with Atari's 1980 classic. Now, the first game I played that was vector-based that I remember was Asteroids, and that was in 1979. It was a black and white screen, rocks, and a spaceship, and it took so much of my money, I can't even tell you. 1 year later, they put a green overlay on it, and well, they came out with Battlezone. And Battlezone actually was so popular that the U.S. military, yeah, the Army, actually commissioned Atari to customize it a little bit to actually be used to train people who drive tanks. Now, the programmer who programmed Battlezone was not happy about that. I believe he did it and then he left Atari because he really did not want his game being used in that fashion. But that goes to show you when the U.S. military went to Atari and said, listen, we like this game. Can you modify it? And they did. I would like to find a copy. I'd like to find the ROM. I'm sure it's out there for the military version. Jay's action. Jay, it's actually been out for years, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'll put a link up after I do some gameplay to show you, but it's been out for years. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mute this microphone, and you guys let me know if you can hear me on this microphone because I got to turn this on and this off. 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 Okay, what I have to do is I don't want the echo. Okay, what I have to do is I don't want the echo. Yeah, I'm getting an echo myself, and you guys hear it. So I'll try not to talk too much during the gameplay, and you guys hear it. So I'll try. I want you to be able to hear the game, so I'll try and not talk much during the gameplay. But I'm going to play some regular Battlezone from 1980. This is playing in MAME on an old PC. You can't hear Steven. Oh, you can't hear Steven. No, you can't hear Steven because he's not here. Okay, let's go to Battlezone. I'll shut up my mouth, and you guys can just watch some of the gameplay. Here we go. And you guys can just watch some of the gameplay. Here we go. And you guys can just watch some of the gameplay. Here we go. I won't talk much, there'll be a little echo. Dang. I won't talk much, there'll be a little echo. Dang. I won't talk much, there'll be a little echo. But the game at the time was pretty wild. But the game at the time was pretty wild. But the game at the time was pretty wild. I mean, to play a game like this back in the day, UFO. A game like this back in the day was pretty amazing. UFO. 3D was brand new. Was pretty amazing. 3D was brand new. Was pretty amazing. 3D was brand new. All right. I turned off the sound there for a second. So that was the original Battlezone. So it was a very fun game. It was a vector game. You had a periscope you looked through, and you had 2 joysticks. It was pretty immersive back in the day, and it was a fun game. But it's a little slow by today's standards. You have just a cannon, and you could turn your tank. There's no shields. There's no special power-ups. So let's go and switch the game and look at Battlezone 2 from Peter Hirschberg. So I'm going to escape out of here. And wait for that to switch over. So here is Battlezone 2. So this game was completely done from scratch. Okay, there's no ROM in this. It was done completely by scratch. I'm not sure what he coded it in, but same basic principles where you are a tank fighting other tanks. There's even a Jeep that comes out once in a while, but you have shields. You have rockets, missiles, machine guns. There's all different kinds of power-ups. There are landmines they have to look out for as well. So I'm gonna again start this game up here, and I'm in love with this game. So if you liked like Tempest and then Tempest 2000 or 3000, whatever those versions were, or you like any of those Recharged series, this is something I would have loved to have seen come out in the arcade or come out in the Atari Jaguar or something, because it's really a huge improvement to the original Battlezone. And again, after I do some gameplay, I'll make sure I put the link where you can get this in the chat. And we'll start this up right now. If I remember how to play it, it's only been like a day. So let's see if this works. Make sure I have the sound on for you guys. And let's go over here. And let's go over here. I'm going to escape out and go back in because it was already killing me. That was cheap shots. Okay, and again, this game has a lot of different power-ups in it. Okay, and again, this game has a lot of different power-ups. It's like running at 200 frames a second as well. So here are shields. It's like running at 200 frames a second as well. So here are shields. There's a landmine. There's a landmine. There's a landmine. This game is not slow, I'll say you that right now. This game is not slow, I'll say you that right now. There's rockets. There's rockets. There was a Jeep. Just took him out. There was a Jeep. Oh, I hit a landmine! Oh, I hit a landmine! You want to keep your shields up. As long as you have shields, you'll take a hit. You want to keep your shields up. As long as you have shields, you'll take more rockets. More rockets. This is very mine. Oh, I almost hit that mine. It's very Tron-like. This should be great in a VR headset. It's very Tron-like. This should be great in a VR headset. Oh, I hit landmines. I'm getting hit with these landmines. Oh, I hit landmines. I'm getting hit with these landmines. I gotta get shields. Rockets. I'll take that. Shields. Rockets. I'll take that. Now I'm getting a lot more tanks behind me. You can see on the radar at the top of the screen, there's like 4 tanks already. Now I'm getting a lot more tanks behind me. You can see on the radar at the top of the screen, there's like 4 tanks already. Whoa, just missed. Oh, they shoot me from behind. Whoa, just missed. Oh, we got the machine guns. Oh, I love the machine guns. Oh, we got the machine guns. Oh, I love the machine guns. This is this is fun. I mean, this is just friggin' fun. This is fun. I mean, this is just friggin' fun. Just gotta watch out for those landmines. Just gotta watch out for those landmines. I love these. Oh, they're so much fun. Landmines all on the floor. Oh, there's so much fun. Landmines all on the floor. There's just so many landmines. Shields? Oh, they're really building up a lot of tanks on me now. Shields? Oh, I saw the landmine the last. Too late. Dang it. I lost all my weapons. Oh, I saw the landmine the last. Too late. Dang it. I lost all my weapons. 10 minutes doesn't remind you of Tron. Look how many tanks are behind me now. Holy crow. Look how many tanks are behind me now. Holy crow. Get behind some protection. Ah, there's a landmine here. I know it. My shields are going down. My radar is completely covered in tanks. My radar is completely covered in tanks. Son of a gun. My shields! I'm in trouble. My shields! I'm in trouble. Come on. I'm in trouble. Come on. Whoops. Come on. Whoops. Let me mute this for a second here. All right, you take a look, see if there's any questions in here that may have come up here. So this was a scratch-built version of Battlezone 2000, high frame rate. I'm sorry about the echo. I'll do it again. I'll make sure my mic is off on the next gameplay. Dollop stepping and put him on the stream. Hey, P-Dubs. You remembered his name. Oh, that is so nice. Not that he's not here. You remember his name. Right now, I'm not set up with the dual stick. However, I am going to do a video with my Ikari sticks. So I'll have the dual sticks. I can press down to fire the rockets and machine guns. But the game itself looks really, really good. I'm going to do it again this time. I'll make sure my mic is off so you guys can actually hear it. So I'm going to turn my mic off and do it one more time. Make sure my mic is off so you guys can actually hear it. So I'm going to turn my mic off and do it one more time.
Welcome to Battlezone.
All right, hopefully you guys are still with me. I had a blast of playing that. Let me get my name in here. Dink, dink. So that is Battlezone 2. I got a new high score. So let me take a look here in the chat. I see James Hates Everything is here. Welcome. Papa Brad's here as well. Game Fridge is here. So I'm going to put the link. So this is the link if you guys want to get this game yourself. It runs, I think, on pretty much any version of Windows. So that's your link. I'll make sure I put that and I'll pin that up at the top. Bink. And I don't know if you guys, I'm going to look at the chat now, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, the game is fun as hell. The sound, the music is pretty encompassing. PCW, Halcom, how you doing, buddy? Please have the camera on the control panel. Hey, Gregory. Linda says hi. I saw your message. I know you've been having some issues still with your control panel there. I'll try and get to you this weekend and see if we can help you out with that. The game is actually really, really good. So if you liked Battlezone at all, Battlezone 2 is just going to blow you guys away. And I'll try and I'm not sure if you guys put any questions in before. If you want to maybe put them in again, I can answer any questions you guys might have. You know, PCW, I didn't even think about that. So you can use a joystick with this. I didn't even think about the flight yoke. I was going to use the Ikari sticks. Maybe I'll do a video with the Ikari sticks. But this may really be good for the flight yoke. I didn't even think about that. That is a good call. I don't know if it'll run on 3.1, but I think it'll definitely run on XP and up. Because I think this has been developed quite a long time ago. It just never really took off, and I don't know why. The game is really, really good. I'd actually pay for this game. This would be a good game on Steam. I told him that, but he's like, nope, he made it and wanted to make it free. So there it is. You know what? I didn't even think about that. But actually, yeah, it would work with the yoke. Absolutely. And I'll try it out. Actually, it might even work with the Ikari stick, just, rotating your tank and firing. So there's probably all different ways you can play it. But obviously, two joysticks with a button or a press down would be the best way because that's close to the original. How good would this game be on a 1/6 scale Build-A-Cade? That would look pretty good, I think. Free is my favorite price. I keep getting I gotta get some better equipment here. You guys watch every week. I need better equipment. Just gotta buy it. That's all. No, you know what? Hobby Hands, try it out and see how it works with with the yoke because you definitely could play it. The game is absolute fun. Um, Actually, I probably didn't do as good as I could have done because you guys are waiting. I kind of let myself get hit more than I would have normally, but it's a fun game. It really is. It actually would. It actually would. So it would play probably on the full size GRS Build-A-Case FU edition. I know James doesn't know what that means yet, but FU stands for full size unit. So you know. It's not the official name, just what I've been calling it. I was actually using just the keyboard because I have no room here whatsoever. I was going to try and set up my Ikari stick, but I'll probably do a video with gameplay with the Ikari stick because I just don't, it's just too tight down here right now. Da, 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 da. Yep, the FU edition, but that's for full size unit, not the other FU. But you guys in your dirty minds think of the other word. But that's not the official name. That is like the Stella name to Atari because the 2600 was called Stella before it came out. My inside naming convention is the GRS Build-A-Case FU edition. Right now, see, that's the only thing. Right now, it's only compiled for Windows. I am begging Peter to compile it for different things because it would work so great on on the Viper, the R-Cade 35, 66 and 88 chipset, which of course could also then work technically on the R-Cade or even on the At Games Legends Ultimate. So it's just a really, really fun game. And he's got another game that is really cool. It's also vector based. I'm gonna do another video on that one, but I really want to showcase this one because I've been sitting down on my laptop and I've been playing it till I fall asleep. It's just a game you can just sit down, mindless. The machine guns to me are the best ones. Just getting shields, keeps you alive, which is great. But that machine gun, and you just blow up all these tanks lined up in a row. It's friggin' fantastic. I think he's talked to people about it, but I don't know if anything came from it. Again, this has been out for quite some time, but no one knew about it. So hopefully now maybe people get a little more attention to this and Peter's work because Peter's done other games. I'm going to go through maybe every couple of weeks and do another one of the games he's done. He's done quite a few, and they're very good. Like this one. I mean, it's just running at 100 frames a second. It's just gorgeous. It does. I love that. When I get the machine guns, man, I run out my ammo quick, so I'm just using them all the time. I think they're just awesome. And I like it's also colored. Got the red, you got the green. The addition of landmines is good because you're not paying attention. You run a landmine, bam, you're done. No matter what, and you start over again. You lost all your equipment. Blue actually came down for a visit. Come on, Blue. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, just for a second. Ooh. See if we get Blue up in the camera. So Blue came down for a visit. Here he is. How you doing, buddy? He's still doing good. He has to get his nails done tomorrow. He's not happy about that. Are you? He's not happy about that. I'll put you down. You want to stay up here? You can stay up with me too. Look, put your paws on here. See? There you go. He's gonna knock everything off. All right, go ahead. At least he got to say hello. Blue in the house. I want to go get a blue cam. Just put it on his head and then walk around during the show. But he's doing really good. He's got to get his nails done. He's not going to be happy with that tomorrow at all. So we have about 8 minutes left. I'll make this the Q&A. Ask anything you want. I'll try and answer any questions you guys may have because Super Gamer Dudes will be coming on at 9 o'clock. And we want to make sure I don't get into their time. But Blue is doing good. My boy Blue. My boy Blue. Hobby Hands. Glenn, on your arcade cabinet, you need a sticker that says the product is Blue approved with his cartoon picture. Maybe we can do that. Hobby Hands, that's a nice idea. Again, thanks for the super chat. Really do appreciate it. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Or maybe we can have if we had a certain tier, the dog can press a button and a little dog bone comes out. Why not? Do something different. Have you ever tried Spectre, the 1991 DOS game? It's very similar to Battlezone. I vaguely remember playing it I think in high school. Like someone had it on one of the PCs there. Vaguely remember it. Maybe it wasn't high school. Maybe it was college. Or maybe it was neither because I was out of college. I was out of both in 91. Maybe I'm thinking of a totally different game altogether. I'll have to look up Spectre, an old DOS game. Maybe I'll go to the Abandonware site and find it. Any fun weekend plans? Blue needs to get his nails done. And outside of that, right now, I don't have anything planned other than I am planning on recording another video for the X-Arcade Arcade 2 TV XR. What a name. It's like one of my names. It's a really long name. But I want to try it with the VR headset because you can set up the machine, the controllers to go with the VR headset. And I want to try that out. So probably, and that takes all weekend. If I do a video, it eats up the whole weekend. In fact, the last video I put up for them took like 10 days because my computer, for some reason, was having a problem editing it. It was so slow. It took me like 9 hours to just edit out what I wanted. And then I basically encoded that and had to do it all over again and cut it up again. It was weird. It was really weird. He is such a good dog, Blue. If I can clone him, I absolutely would clone him and give him away with every full-size Build-A-Case FU edition, if I could. But it's so expensive to clone a dog. I think it's like $200,000 to clone a dog. Where do I send my FU money? See, it works. The FU edition actually works. Maybe it'll stick. Get yourself the GRS Build-A-Case FU edition. And where's my FU money? Thanks, Trapper Squid. That was pretty funny. You can call your new cab the Big Blue, but paint the color of Blue the dog. Maybe. Although Arcade One will probably have a problem with that. But you know what? That's an FU for them. FU to them, crooks. What's this here? Mike Hawk Hertz. The Vera stuff was sold me on the pre-order. Yeah, so I know. I think only Mad Little Pixel when he got his, he did a. It wasn't much, but he did show how it looks. But I really want to play it and try it out. So hopefully I can get that recorded this weekend with my MetaQuest 2. Now I believe the MetaQuest 3 obviously would be better because it's augmented reality. You can see the console and all that. It won't be the same, I think, with the 2, but I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. Is GRS Stick good solution for the New Wave Toys games? Which stick are we talking about? Because I'm open for anything. I better shut up if I say too much again. See, I'm not drinking anything tonight. No drinks. So I can keep my mouth shut a little bit. Not that alcohol loose lip stuff I've been doing in the past. Well, it does, but it also takes work to have a computer that's not so old and decrepit that it doesn't take like a day and a half to record, edit 5 minutes of video. It literally took like 10 hours, and it's pathetic, but that's what I have to work with right now. Because my money goes into the design of the machines, not to making videos, unfortunately. It's just, I don't have the money. It's not going to work. What are you playing right now? Well, I actually was playing the Battlezone 2000, well, version 2, Battlezone 2, I should say, not 2000, Battlezone 2. Outside of that, I haven't had time to play anything. I've been working constantly with my partners and T-Sticks on the full-size GRS Build-A-Case FU edition. So there's a lot going into that. I want to make sure everything is close to perfect as I can get it. I've been monitoring a lot of the uh, retro gaming forums on things that they want. And I'm trying to include everything and make it easy and simple and just work. You know, I want to thank again R-Cade because they're making something that's going to help make that happen. What's this right here from Steve M? I never played Battle. You never played Battlezone, the original Battlezone, but I have played, still occasionally revisit a game called Stellar 7. Yes, I actually had Stellar 7. Basic principle, but there's something about the vector graphics. It just makes it like the movie Tron. It's just something about it. But I did play Stellar 7. I remember that I played it. I had the Amiga version. It was from Sierra Online, which is kind of weird because Sierra Online normally did, adventure games. But Stellar 7 did come up from them, and I played it. It was a pretty decent game on my Amiga. They are. I'm not going to lie. They did send me one. I did send the video. They did send it to me for the point of view. However, my trackball is in there, and some other things of mine are in there as well. And there's going to be some add-ons coming out for it. That's coming from me. So I admit I am shilling it, but X-Arcade really does make a quality product. I mean, $500 is a lot of money. I would like to have seen a shelf. And like in my videos, I have a video projector sitting on a chair. But it really would have been nice to have a shelf where you could have put a projector and maybe a laptop or a small PC. Because if you're going to wheel this thing around, you can wire wrap and tie everything to the machine and then make it a little easier to move around. Right now, I got to move a chair, I got to get a projector, or you got to move it to your TV set. I understand what their mindset was. You put it on your big screen TV. They don't think like I think. But I definitely let them know. Maybe offer a shelf, something they can just bolt on, and you can maybe put a small, like, a mini PC at the bottom, a video projector, and just walk up to a wall. And you play it that way. You got the wheels, just wheel it to the room and go. And you give it to your grandma. She can use it as a walker as well. So you can project, play, and she can use it as a walker. So X-Arcade, the walker idea came from me. Okay. I did. It was sent to me for the purpose of review, but again, also X-Arcade is a business partner as well, so I guess I'm double dipped on that one. I'm not sure if I'll be keeping it permanently though. I am trying to clear the stock, but it's big. So if I give it away, I might give it away to someone local. If I go, it's very hard for me to give stuff up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a collector, and it's retro gaming, and I hate giving stuff away. However, I also have a house that's only so big, and I got my own products I got to make room for, and I definitely have My classic consoles and handhelds. It takes up a lot of space. So I don't know if I'll keep it long term, but we shall see. I'm definitely having fun with it. I definitely like their tank sticks that they had in the past. And I know a lot of people have been having issues saying why didn't they include spinners on this version. All I can say is stay tuned on that. You might be pleasantly surprised on the X-Arcade Arcade 2 TV XR and additional things you can put on it. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. There you go, Jason. That's the thing. So X-Arcade, they're not the cheapest. They're not. But when you buy this stuff, it's quality. It could take a beating. Papa Brad probably couldn't even break it, and probably seen Papa Brad play games. Um, it's a very, very solid unit. It'll last years. So if you want to invest in like one thing, it's going to last. It's going to last, and I'm fine with that because again, my product's in there anyway, so I'm happy. But um, no one is. I think it's like the old saying, no one ever got fired buying IBM. Not sure if that's true anymore, but back in the day, same thing. You wouldn't be disappointed buying an X-Arcade product. It's good stuff. Yes, Carl, and that's because they did send out a bunch of review units. Actually, they sent a lot, more than I thought that they sent out, and they really want to push it because they really want to push the virtual reality aspect of using the machine. And again, you can plug it into different consoles. I would recommend, honestly, it's, of course, for my video, you can watch my video, but Mad Little Pixel did a pretty decent view explaining because I only want to use it with a PC. That's how I want to use mine, or the VR headset. That's how I want to do it. Mandela Pixel wants to set up an Xbox, a PS2, Switch, all those different things. You might want to check out his video on that. That's the thing. That's the thing. So I would think about upgrading to the MetaQuest 3, but it's $499 for the 128 gig version, or I can go $299 or $249, something like that. No, I'm sorry, $399, $299, something like that. It was cheaper for the one that doesn't use the pancake lenses. And I'm contemplating maybe it's worth just saving a little bit more and getting those lenses because, of course, it's smaller, it's lighter, um, and I hear that the field of view is even better with those pancake lenses. So I don't want to go from my MetaQuest 2 to a 3 that has the same real visuals on it. Um, Although it does have the augmented reality part of it, I think I really want to experience the better lenses. So I might have to save up a little bit more money on that. My main arcade has some X-Arcade. I've seen it, man. Don't put a Dremel tool around Papa Brad, man. Yeah, he'll take out your kidney and he'll put something else in its place. The original Battlezone was fun, but excuse me, I think I'd sneeze. Maybe not. The original Battlezone was fun, but it gets slow after a while. I mean, the game doesn't last long because your tank is slow. This game is a lot faster. It's a lot smoother. There's upgrades. There's shields. It's just an all-around funner game. Some sequels don't turn out to be better. I think, and this wasn't even from Atari. This was just from a guy who loved the game. Just did a phenomenal job. Mike Hawkirt's X-Arcade adapters have been around so long. I actually have a 20-year-old X-Arcade Dreamcast GameCube adapter that will work on this new product also. Damn! Good for you, sir. Good for you. Share online. You met Ken and Roberta Williams at once. Congrats on that. They are definitely legends. I remember the first time I saw King's Quest, I think it was at a Radio Shack. I saw them just playing on a PC, and it blew me away because a PC didn't do those kind of graphics, 3D graphics, and it blew me away. It really, really did. We're running a little long here, so we'll try to go pick up any quick questions here. Da, 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 da. I have a Golden Tee deck pre-order, but also my only concern is mounting options for the New Wave decks. Hope that they use the X-Arcade deck with it also. I don't see why it wouldn't work. The New Wave Toys accepts USB, so the only way to know is to try it. I'll probably try it when I get mine, but it could work. Yo, Superman 3 was bad, Hobby Hands. Bad. I liked it more as a kid, but in between watching it was bad. And again, not that 4 is good, but 4 was shorter, so the torture ended quicker. But personally, Superman 1 and 2, the best. Best. I love Superman 1. I love Christopher Reeves as Superman. I personally think that Christopher Reeves was Superman. I think he was the best. And a lot of people played him. I get it. But for me, it's like James Bond. I like Sean Connery, but still, Roger Moore for me edges him out. It'd be Roger Moore and Sean Connery. But when it comes to Superman, rest his soul, Christopher Reeves, 100%. Okay, what I'm going to do is the Super Game Room dudes have started, and I want to appreciate all you guys who who joined tonight on the first episode 1, 2, 3. That's the count from Sesame Street. Joining tonight, but go watch Super Game Room dudes. And again, if you know anyone in Florida, I just send them your best wishes because that storm kind of was pretty bad going through there. And I always say the same thing. Always thank your family and friends and let them know you care because tomorrow is never promised. You could be here today and gone tomorrow. Never let them not know that they mattered. So with that, I bid you guys a really happy Friday. Hope you guys had a good week. I hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend. And I will see you next Friday to kick off the weekend on Kicking It Old School. Game on, my friends. Have a great night.
Gluing on cartridges, hit and reset. 8-bit dreams, can't lose that bet. Floppy disks and arcade lights. Pac-Man, Frogger, we're playing all night. Simpsons in the background, neon in the air. 80s vibes, man, we didn't care. VHS tapes, staying up too late. Saturday cartoons, can't wait to escape. Dial-ups humming, we're hacking the code. Back when everything was in upload mode. Atari, Commodore, pixels on screen. Living in the future was more than a dream. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool. We're taking it back, that's how we roll and roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled. We're kicking it old school. MTV playing our favorite jams. Moonwalking with MJ, Neon Slam. Ghostbusters, here we're ready to go. Chasing slasher scenes, fears in tow. Back to the future, hop in the DeLorean. Knight Rider cruising, man, there's no ignoring them. Battlestar Galactica, what a ride. Looney Tunes, antics, pure joy inside. Blockbusters ruled, we lined up for days. Video games booted up in the pixelated maze. Movie marathons and popcorn nights. We ruled the screen, living in the lights. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool. We're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the beats are fresh, the tech was gold. From arcades to TV shows that ruled. We're kicking it old school. Grab your joystick, the game's about to start. A high-score world, now that's an art. We're cruising on hoverboards, living our dream. Old school forever, we're igniting the scene. It's time to kick it old school. Turn the clocks back, break the rules. When the pixels pop and the world was cool. We're taking it back, that's how we roll, we roll. It's time to kick it old school, where the